politics, commentary, entertainment, sports, news, and opinion now. Here is Steve Malzberg.
When you hear the name America, what are some words that come to your mind?
European expansion, conquest, colonization, genocide.
The private capital, unless it's constrained in some fashion, is extremely destructive.
And more destructive than even centralized federal power?
In a country like ours, yes, much more destructive.
This argument at the core is a moral indictment of America and of the free market system. Reagan had called the Soviet Union, you remember, an evil empire, and the Soviet Union is dissolved. So who's the new evil empire?
Well, you're sitting in it.
How badly we need right now a Washington, a Lincoln, a Reagan. Well, we don't have them, but we do have us.
All right, folks, welcome back. A scene from a movie that is out today, his new film, America, produced by the great Gerald Molen. We welcome in writer and director Dinesh D'Souza. Hello, sir.
Hey, good to be on the show.
Always good to talk to you, Dinesh. So congratulations. I'm sure this film is going to have a huge success. And I want to pick up on something you just said right there before we get into anything else. You know, you documented and listed who we need. We don't have them. As a matter of fact, the Quinnipiac poll today shows that we have the worst president, the man rated the worst president by the American public since World War II, and that's Barack Obama. You say, but we have us. Is us, having us, enough to overcome not having that leadership from the top?
Absolutely. Lincoln once said that America is ruled by public opinion. And what he meant by it is that the real power is in the people's hands. Now, the people don't know that. The people are sort of like, if you think of the parable of the lion tamer and the lion is always obediently doing what the lion tamer wants. But the lion is actually more powerful than the lion tamer. But the lion is not aware of its own power. So the American people are constantly pushed around and bullied by Barack Obama, by Hillary Clinton, and by the government, not realizing that the real power is not with those guys, but with them.
Do you take satisfaction, and it's not satisfaction. Well, let me just, stop being confusing to you and myself. There has to be some satisfaction in knowing that the U.S. Supreme Court, in a year and a half, Dinesh, has ruled against this administration and this president unanimously 13 times. And that, of course, is not counting the Hobby Lobby, saying that in one way or another, this administration has gone too far, overstepped its bounds, and has not acted in a constitutional manner. That has to, although we don't like to see that from our leader, I think that we can take some degree of reassurance that the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled the way it has.
I think it is true that we are dealing with an administration that is lawless in many important respects. And it's not accidentally lawless, it is deliberately lawless. A good example would be the way in which they selectively use the government to go after their opponents. They ignore offenses by their own side. Obama has pretty much said that he's going to ignore the legislature when it doesn't go along with him. If he doesn't like the immigration laws, not only does he not enforce them, he acts to subvert them. If he doesn't like the Defense of Marriage Act, even though it was passed by bipartisan majorities, he won't enforce it. He'll take a different position on it. This is very unprecedented. And the reason that it's going on is because the media, or much of the media, is covering up for Obama. They've become, in a sense, a shameless extension of the Obama administration. That is what is putting the American people in a precarious position.
Do you see that even with the Hobby Lobby decision? The left reaction to it is to say, now women have no health care. I mean, because they can't get a couple of abortion pills to choose from 25 different different birth control methods or pills, because they can't get a couple of them paid for. Now women have no health care. That's from Hillary and Debbie Wasserman Schultz. But how, in your view, has the media responded to this decision by the Supreme Court?
Well, I think what we see in the media consistently is that you would think that the media would be on principle in defense of liberty. In fact, the word liberal, in its core meaning, means liberty, economic liberty, political liberty, and then civil liberty, including liberty of speech and the liberty to have religious expression. But I think what we have seen, and we've seen this now for a couple of decades, is that the left doesn't care about liberty at all. It cares about its own substantive agenda, and it's perfectly willing to trample on liberty to get there. So that's something we just need to be aware of. Once we have taken it to heart, we'll know that liberty is simply a sham word, a little bit like social justice. For the left, envy, hatred, resentment, self-hatred, these are all emotions that travel under the passport of social justice. And the reason Obama mindlessly repeats the word fair share, fair share, fair share is he's giving.
All right, we're having a little bit of
trouble. Envy.
Dinesh, we're having some trouble with
giving
your
low emotion cover.
Okay, we're gonna have to reestablish contact with Dinesh one way or another, maybe either on the phone or on our Skype connection. But we want to pick up and try to finish out the interview with Dinesh. And again, his new film, America, is premiering today. Okay, Dinesh, I'm sorry we had some trouble hearing your last few comments because of the Skype froze up. But go ahead.
That's fine. Do you want to reschedule, or what's our plan?
No. We're live right now. I just wanted you to repeat maybe in answer to the question that I gave you and what you were talking about. I was after I asked you about the media reception and coverage of the Hobby Lobby, you said the media is acting basically as expected, and then you went on from there, and we had trouble hearing some of it. So go ahead.
I was just saying that with the media, even though the media constantly will chant the word liberty, it's very clear that they are not in principle committed to liberty, and they're perfectly happy to trample on it to achieve other substantive goals. Similarly, I was making the point that with social justice, Obama keeps using the phrase fair share and justice, but those are just covers for the much lower human emotions of envy, resentment, hatred, and self-hatred. Obama's a master at tapping those emotions and allowing them to travel under the passport of morality.
All right, so when folks go to see America, as I'm sure many, many will, we saw the clip at the beginning, obviously, but tell me what we could expect.
This film is it's very different than the film 2016, because 2016 was a little bit of a horror film. 2016 was a film that focused on one man, Barack Obama. This is a film that actually talks about America. It's a celebration of America, and it will leave you exhilarated, excited, motivated, feeling a powerful sense of love for your country. It's a great film to see for the 4th of July.
All right, Dinesh, as always, thanks for joining us. Sorry for the technical difficulties, and good luck with the movie, my friend, and we'll speak to you soon.
I look forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you. Dinesh D'Souza, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. Yeah, now, I got to tell you, I have not seen the movie. I did see 2016, Obama's America, and that was, I think, the second highest grossing political documentary in American history. And it just, was a runaway success. And when Gerald Molen, the Academy Award-winning director, with, of course, the producer, I should say, of Schindler's List, is involved, and Dinesh is involved, it's going to spell success. So I urge you all to get out there and see it. If the weather's not so good on the 4th of July and you can't have your barbecue or your party, find out where America is playing, and what better way to celebrate America than by watching America, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. All right, folks, in just a few minutes, we're going to have Give Me Five. Then I want you to stick around for the next hour. In the next hour, we're going to have the Deputy Minister to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. He's also a member of the Knesset. He will join us live in studio. The media has been running with the story that this death of a Palestinian teenager, and by the way, I've heard several stories. I've heard that he was hitchhiking and kidnapped. I've heard that he was pulled out of his bed at 4 in the morning. I've heard all kinds of stories. And the media is presuming that this is a revenge killing for the death of the 3 Israeli teens who were killed. There's absolutely no proof of that. There's a Palestinian witness who said, oh yeah, the Israelis took him. We've been down that road before with Palestinian witnesses and even Palestinian claims by the government of the Palestinians. So let's wait and see. All right, Give Me Five is next, right here on the Steve Malzberg Show.